the Senate please come to order? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Senator Aquino, Senator Awa,
Here.
Senator Chang, Senator DeCoit, Senator DeCourt,
Here.
Senator Dela Cruz, Senator Elefante,
Here.
Senator Favela, Senator Fukunaga,
Excused.
Senator Gabbard, Senator Hashimoto, Senator Ihara,
Present.
Senator Inoue,
Present.
Senator Kanuha, Senator Keoho Kalole,
Ew.
Senator Kidani,
Excused.
Senator Kim, Senator Lee, Senator McKelvey, Senator Moriwaki,
Present.
Senator Rhodes, Senator Richards,
Here.
Senator San Buenaventura, Senator Wakai. Mr. President,
Present.
23 present, 2 excused.
Thank you. The chair has read the journal of the preceding day and approves the same. Are there any introductions this morning? Senator Lee?
Thank you, Mr. President. I'd like to introduce here with us in the gallery the folks who make the magic happen and without whom there would only be defeats. My office staff, starting on the left, Anthony Miranda, Natasha Quinn, and Danielle Evangelista.
Thank you. Senator Kim went real fast, Senator Hashimoto.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, today in the gallery, we have 3 students from Dole Middle School. They are part of the Working Families Group, and I'd like to introduce them if you hold your applause. First, we have Polly, a 7th grader. Polly, will you stand? Eric, he's an 8th grader, and Ryan, 8th grader. They will be speaking at the Working Families press conference today at 1:15. Welcome to your Senate. Thank you.
Senator Hashimoto?
Thank you, Mr. President. This morning, I am honored to introduce members of the American Association of University Women who are sitting in the blue in the gallery, and specifically I have a few of my constituents from the Maui chapter. We have Sonia Toma, who's the Public Policy Chair. Please stand, Sonia. And we have Lauren Akitake, who's the Maui President of the AAUW Maui chapter and also the University of Hawaii Border Region. So welcome to the Senate.
Further introduction, Senator Moriwaki.
Mr. President, present in the gallery, I'd like to acknowledge advocates attending today's Working Families Day 2025 for their commitment to improving the lives of Hawaii's ohana and keiki. With us here today are several key leaders who make Working Families Day. Please hold your applause until I've read all of their names. Deborah Zeisman with HCAN Speaks, Sergio Alcubilla from Hawaii Workers Center, Mike Wynn from Aloha Care, Angela Mercado with Hawaii State Coalition Against Domestic Violence, Yang-Yi Overly with American Association of University Women Hawaii. And I'd like to thank these leaders and welcome to the Senate.
Do we have any further introductions? If not, Madam Clerk.
Beginning on page 1, Governor's Message numbers 692 and 693, 695 and 696 withdraw nominations to various boards and commissions.
File.
Governor's Message number 694 transmits a nomination to the State Council for Interstate Adult Offender Supervision.
Governor's Message number 694 is referred in accordance with the referral listed on the order of the day.
On pages 2 through 13, House Communication numbers 6 to 79 transmit various House bills which pass 3rd reading in the House for 1st reading and referral to committee.
Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move that said House bills pass 1st reading by title and be referred to committee.
Senator DeCourt.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion, any objection? If not, the motion is carried.
On page 13 to 16, Standing Committee Report numbers 805 to 826, and on page 21, Standing Committee Report numbers 878 to 882 for adoption.
Senator Wakai.
I move for the adoption of Standing Committee Reports numbers 805 to 826 and 878 to 882.
Senator DeCourt.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Any objections? If not, the motion is carried.
On pages 16 to 18, Standing Committee Report numbers 827 to 848 for 48-hour notice, and on pages 18 to 21, Standing Committee Report numbers 849 to 877 for 1-day notice.
So ordered.
Beginning on page 22, third reading.
If there are no objections from the members, we will be taking third reading on consent with the exception of 9 bills, which we'll take individually, and the 9 bills would be Standing Committee Report 714, Senate Bill 319, Standing Committee Report 722, Senate Bill 329, Standing Committee Report 723, Senate Bill 1023, Standing Committee Report 779, Senate Bill 744, Standing Committee Report 780, Senate Bill 841, Standing Committee Report 782, Senate Bill 1042, Standing Committee Report 783, Senate Bill 1269, Standing Committee Report 787, Senate Bill 1530, and Standing Committee Report 790, Senate Bill 1197. On those third reading bills for unanimous consent, do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Any no votes?
23 ayes.
Thank you, Sid. Senate bills passed third reading. If we can go to the 9 individual bills one at a time, Madam Clerk.
Third reading of Senate Bill, this is on page 22. Standing Committee Report 714. Third reading of Senate Bill 319 relating to marijuana.
Do we have unanimous consent? Are there any reservations? Any no votes? No vote for Senator Richards, Elefante, Hashimoto, DeCourt, Favela, Inouye, Aquino, Kim, Gabbard, Wakai, Morawaki, Dela Cruz. Are we at 12, Madam Clerk? I did not check the boxes.
I'm not sure.
Okay, could we get the hands one more time? Richards, Elefante, Hashimoto, DeCourt, and Favela. I got 5. I see Aquino, Inouye, Kim, Gabbard, Wakai, Moriwaki, Dela Cruz. So we don't have 13 votes. So measure fails. Next item, Madam Clerk.
For the record, it was 11 ayes and 12 noes.
Thank you.
On page 23, Standing Committee Report number 722, third reading of Senate Bill 329 relating to water pollution.
Do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Any reservation for Senator Ihara? Any no votes?
23 ayes.
Thank you. Senate Bill 329 passes third reading.
Standing Committee Report number 723, third reading of Senate Bill 1023, Senate Draft 1, relating to the spaying and neutering of animals.
Do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Reservations for Senators Richards and Keohukalole. Any no votes? No vote for Senator DeCourt.
Senate President, correction, reservations, please.
Reservations for Senators Richards, DeCourt, and Keohukalole.
23 ayes.
Thank you. Senate Bill 1023 SD1 passes third reading.
On page 24, Standing Committee Report number 779, third reading of Senate Bill 744, Senate Draft 1, relating to condominiums.
Do we have unanimous consent? Reservations? Senator Inouye, any no votes?
23 ayes.
Thank you. Senate Bill 744, Senate Draft 1 passes third reading.
Standing Committee Report number 780, third reading of Senate Bill 841, Senate Draft 1, relating to marine life conservation districts.
Do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Any no vote? Senator Awa, no vote.
22 ayes, 1 no.
Thank you. Senate Bill 841 SD1 passes third reading.
On page 25, Standing Committee Report number 782, third reading of Senate Bill 1042, Senate Draft 1, relating to mental health.
Do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Reservations for Senator McKelvey. Any no votes? No vote for Senator Awa.
22 ayes, 1 no.
Thank you. Senate Bill 1042 SD1 passes third reading.
Standing Committee Report Number 783, third reading of Senate Bill 1269, Senate Draft 1, relating to geothermal resources.
Do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Any no votes? No vote for Senator Awa. Senator DeCourt, did you have a no vote on the geothermal? No, she does not. No vote for Senator Awa.
22 ayes, 1 no.
Thank you. Senate Bill 1269, Senate Draft 1, passes third reading.
On page 26, Standing Committee Report Number 787, third reading of Senate Bill 1530, relating to the University of Hawaii.
Do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Reservations for Senator Ihara, Senator Richards, Senator Elefante, Senator Keoho Kalole, Senator McKelvey. Any no votes?
23 ayes.
Thank you. Senate Bill 1530 passes third reading.
Standing Committee Report Number 790, third reading of Senate Bill 1197, Senate Draft 1, relating to aircraft.
Do we have unanimous consent? Any reservations? Reservations, Senators Elefante, DeCoit, McKelvey. Any no votes? No vote for Senator Richards, Senator Inouye.
21 ayes, 2 noes.
Thank you. Senate Bill 1197, Senate Draft 1, passes third reading.
Referrals and re-referrals.
Referrals and re-referrals are made in accordance with the supplemental orders of the day that may be filed later today.
On page 27, miscellaneous business, waiver of referral of Senate Bill 1621, Senate Draft 1.
Senator De La Cruz.
Mr. President, I request the waiver of the referral of SB 1621 SD1 to the Committee of Ways and Means. Mr. President, your committee is requesting this waiver to meet the first taking deadline.
The waiver is granted. One-day notice is hereby given for third reading of Senate Bill 1621 SD1.
No further business, Mr. President.
Are there any announcements today? If not, the chair has one. The deadline for filing standing committee reports for third reading is 11 p.m. tonight. Senator Wakai.
Mr. President, I move that the Senate stand in recess, leaving the journal open until 11 p.m. for the receipt of standing committee reports on Senate bills to be placed on the calendar for third reading. I further move that the Senate stand adjourn until till 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, March 4th.
Senator DeCourt.
Mr. President, I second the motion.
It has been moved and seconded. If there are no objections from the members, the Senate will stand in recess until 11 p.m. and reconvene at 9:30 a.m. Tuesday, March 4th.